Hi and welcome to this March 2025 Pisces reading. This is an additional bonus reading for March and for the eclipse season. So let's see what wants to come out. First part of the reading, as always, is a general energy. Second part of the reading is a relationship reading. So yeah, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be a romantic relationship. So stay tuned for the second part. And let's get right into it. Boom. Oh, the 5 of Cups. Bummer. Please stay here. Let's talk about it. Let's talk, Pisces. Pisces, your season is nearly over and you're stepping into, or we are all stepping into a new zodiacal year. So thank you so much for closing this thing up. And I know Pisces has kind of a tough position here because they have to combine everything that happened kind of in the year, and then they have to like feel all the stuff, and then they have to let it go, and then they are in a constant process of connecting and disconnecting from the self and from all the parts of the self and from the ego and from the outside and from the inside, and that brings up a lot of emotions, and that might be quite deep at this time here with the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is also Mars in Scorpio, so it can be quite an intense release from deeper, maybe stored things that we are now ready to let go, to move into this new phase, into this new cycle, into spring also. It's an emotional spring cleaning maybe. We do have the eclipse season, so again, that is, of course, making things intense for all of us. But yeah, there is some emotions that need to be felt, that need to be released, that need to be shown, that could feel quite uncomfortable. As I told you, it is again Scorpio. It's very much about letting go. It's an emotional spring cleaning. It's not the most comfortable thing to do while it's happening, but it's so freeing when it's over. Oh my God, it feels like newborn. It's the death card, of course. It's the death and rebirth. It's an emotional death and rebirth. I'm sorry, that we're going through here. And the death card for me, I'm just, what can I say? I have a lot of Scorpio placements. I'm just fine with it. You know, it's like, yes, please, all the things that hold me back, go away. Let's have a good cry. Let's get rid of these parts of the personality that keep me stuck in those places with those people. Let's just get rid of all of it. Death to the self over and over again. And that's, I mean, that's Pisces in a sense. The shredding of the ego. Not the shredding, the shedding, I'm sorry, not the shredding, the shedding of the ego. And it is kind of a humorous thing because we cannot forget also this is a dance, you know. The death card is dancing. We do have a lot of stories and in a historical sense, death has also often been symbolized by dancing figures, or the process of death is not just like, you know, cold. It's something dynamic. We are dancing with death. It can be quite joyful and release. It's letting go. It can be a release. Can be quite joyful. A goodbye can be quite freeing, and it opens up new spaces and environments where new things can grow. New knowledge. That's such a weird reading, Pisces. The Love card is also here. It's such a weird reading. It's deep and it's dark and it's light and it's new at the same time. With the Princess of Swords, there is a lot to learn from this. There's a lot to take away from this. There's a lot of new knowledge gained that we can express and also use to build a new way forward, especially when it comes to our connections to other people, I think, because the love card is here, the Two of Cups. This is putting ourselves again into a very fresh new learning experience and working with what's what we've known from the past, even though we might have not experienced it. And the Princess of Swords, she's not necessarily the one who's experienced all the knowledge herself, but she works with and therefore also questions the established knowledge, you know, like the old ideas. She's actually standing up to old ideas, but more out of a attitude of learning and wanting to build new consciousness, wanting to integrate new consciousness even. She's understood certain things. She comes after the prince. She's understood, she's using that knowledge, you know, to figure out new things. It's like when you study the old masters to create your own. When you're an artist or when you know, whatever you do, it's like you need to have a basis, or it cannot hurt. It doesn't hurt to know the established facts and things and informations to create your own knowledge by learning and combining and looking and searching and being on a quest and exploring new things and standing up also for what you believe in and for your truth. I don't even know what that means, but it's just a very abstract reading. So when it comes to relationships, we have a Queen of Swords. We do have a World card on your side. You're already stepping into, you're closing out something. You're arriving also at the end of a phase, being ready to go into this new thing. You have everything you wanted for some reason, I hear, and needed to now move forward with when it comes to relationships also, I think, and to leap into quantum leap into a new level of doing relationships. It's just for me the World card. The World card is for me leveling up, being in that beautiful space where you're like, I know it's happening, I'm already there. And being very established in that position, very sure, very calm, very confident. This other person, Queen of Swords in the reverse, it seems like you're smirking at them because you see what they're doing, but they don't. It seems like they don't understand the situation. They're trying to understand, but they're kind of also holding back and being a little weird in communication and stuff. Maybe you're dealing with an air sign. You might also just be done with cynical people. That's what I see in general. Maybe you're just like, yeah, you know, it's cute that I see where you're coming from, but I don't agree. or this is not helpful for, you might even challenge cynical people, or, you know, bitter people. The Queen of Swords can, in the reverse, can be quite bitter. Six of Cups. The Six of Cups wanted to go very far away from the desk. It is not, I mean, it might be, there might be some pleasure, hidden pleasure, very hidden pleasure, in confronting people with their past and making them see how that's what led them to their attitude that they have right now. It can be quite pleasurable for a Princess of Swords. She likes to confront with uncomfortable truths, but not out of some sort of, I mean, yes, there is a pleasure in it, but not out of some malintentions. But she really does believe that therefore development can happen, and she can learn something, and everybody can learn something. Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is like being kind of, which is so fascinating that this is the role of Pisces all of a sudden. Wow, what happened, Pisces? Yeah. That now you're also learning to, learning, I think learning to really get to know and understand on a more rational level how people got to the place where they got to, still coming from a very passionate, like a compassionate level. But it is an energy of disillusionment. We're not letting those illusions and possibilities and emotions and feelings and overwhelm of our emotional imagination and fantasies cloud the judgment anymore. And it's really about trust when it comes to emotions, and not about overdoing it. And I think that's a big lesson here for Pisces, because maybe we've learned that every time we go into the Seven of Cups, the Five of Cups here is right around the corner. Overdoing it, you know, emotionally, we can create an emotional hangover, if you know that feeling, and it's not fun. So we want to keep it balanced here. And I don't know why a southern, a little bit of a southern accent wanted to come out, but it did. I am obviously not a native English speaker, but yeah, I'm from Austria, Vienna. So if you're ever around and want to get a personal session with me, this is where I am residing. But of course, you can also book a reading and check out the description box how to do that. If there's free space, I have to say, there is limited, of course, time and space to do these readings. But yeah, check out the description box for everything you need to know. And thank you so much for being here. This reading felt like an eternity, and it's only 13 minutes long, but well, I mean, it's just sometimes we stretch time into something different than it actually is. It's all an illusion. All right, Pisces, thank you for doing the work of wrapping up our zodiac year, and thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, and please take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.